Yes, so hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of my channel. This is OAK, and I'm really excited about this video I'm about to make, and I'll tell you why. So ever since I've gotten here as an associate instructor, so basically we're like, my job is like a professor. So I think I have taught 3 classes. My first class was an asynchronous class online, same as the second one. So last year was the first time I taught in person, and I think I had 92 students. Yeah, 92 students I had to teach in person, and then it was also like a completely different course. I usually teach human sexuality, but last year, I had to teach personal health. And I was like, okay, we'll make this work, right? I mean, I have spoken publicly at many places. I'm a public speaker. You know, I facilitated events. I've spoken to children, teenagers, college students, older people. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? So I thought, I got into the class and saw about, I think, over 80 curious, beady-eyed students, looking up to me to be the one to impart knowledge on them. And I was like, oh my God, I was so nervous. At first, and then the classroom was also in a way, because prior to that, I had tried to like check around to ask people what's the best way to engage students, so that, it's not just like because I hate to talk at students. I want to like carry them along, make them do activities, right? But unfortunately, the class was designed like this. I'm going to show you what the class looks like. So it's not a class where you can tell people to move around, right? And move. So I decided to do something where I was the one moving around. I would go up, down, like, because I didn't want any one of them to, I wanted to carry them along. That's the point, right? I wanted to carry them along. And then most times I would ask them questions, like ask each person questions, because I wanted, a lot of times when you have large classes like that, it's easy to miss out on a lot of students, because you don't like, oh no, I don't want to like have to go through. I would ask them how they were feeling. I would ask them maybe something nice they did over the weekend or for Thanksgiving or something, right? I was constantly looking at new ways to like engage them and make it easy to teach, because before I started teaching, before the class started, I'd heard a lot of things about how, especially like people like me, when you have to teach in a place like this, how sometimes the students can be insolent, and I really wanted to avoid all of that. And it was a good class, to be honest. It was a good class because I actually did enjoy teaching them so much, and they also enjoyed it. I most times I created opportunities for them to be able to come ask me questions at the end of the class. Sometimes I would even finish maybe like 5 minutes early, like, you people just go home and go and rest, because the class was like late in the evening. But again, if you are somebody that has taught college students, you realize that no matter how much they smile with you, they can give you really bad reviews. They can give you really opposite reviews, even though you're like, oh, do you understand? Do you this? Do you that? So I was so skeptical about the questionnaire, the course questionnaire, because the school always sends a course evaluation document towards the end of the semester, and most times a lot of people don't fill it out. But for some miraculous reason, maybe because I gave them time in class to actually fill it out, and I give them time in class to fill it out, and I give them extra credits because they had to do something else with it. I was like, you know what, take 15 minutes, fill up this thing. And I think I got about 82% of the class that filled up the questionnaire. So in case you're a teacher and you're thinking, learn a bit from me. So and when the questionnaire results actually came out, I was shocked. And I'll tell you why. No, I will show you why. I got so many good comments, like so many beautiful comments. For example, when they asked them what they liked most about this instructor, for example, this person was like, the instructor was very outgoing and had energy that kept me involved. I like how she gives us a lot of details, because then we know exactly what she's looking for in an assignment. She's a very personable instructor who demonstrates genuine care for all of her students. She constantly asks us how we are doing and interacts with each person in class to encourage participation despite a larger size. I told you. Then other ones were, she has an African origin, which I can relate to. She was also very fun and ecstatic when it came to class time. She was very kind, very helpful. She was engaged and did not just lecture the class. She enjoyed class discussion and tried to make the class as fun as possible, and succeeded, in my opinion. You can tell that she really cares about her students and how they do in her class. Somebody said, another thing, I'm trying to summarize it. So somebody said something that I almost cried. So she was like, she really helped me outside class. Talking to her about my struggles and her allowing me safe space to cry and feel loved and not alone is something I'll never forget. I know the person who sent this. She's the most humane instructor I've ever met. She didn't make me feel like my emotions are invalid. She made me feel validated and encouraged me to get better. And her words stuck with me. And honestly, I will never forget her. Best teacher ever. Purr. Somebody said she's super bubbly and makes a very welcoming classroom environment. She always has the best attitude. She's a very nice person and all of that. By the way, and then when they asked them, what did you like the least about this course and the instructor? Guess what one person said? Somebody said that the fact that she's not my professor in my other classes, that's what she likes the least. I'm like, again, some people complained that I was always asking them if they understood. I'm like, obviously, that's what I'm supposed to do. Some people were like, she didn't let us use gadgets in class. Really? Because that was one of the issues I had with them. They were always using their gadgets in class. And so when I saw some comments like, I did not understand anything, which was not a lot, like 2 or 3, or things like it was boring, because you are on your gadgets. I had a student one time pick a phone and was on a phone call throughout the class. Yes, throughout the class, she was on the phone. What was I supposed to do? What? Anywho, and then, they also asked them, how I was able to help them learn. Said, she was always available to help us learn. She helped keep the class engaged and all of that. And I won't lie, this really made me feel so good, because again, for my first time teaching in person, here in an academic what's the word? In an academic setting. I've always facilitated sessions. I'm a public speaker, but it was just different, very different, and I'm really happy about it. And I think that if you're somebody that is looking to you're going to teach, I think there's some things here that you can learn. I tried to be as fun as I could, very fun. I would move around, talk to everybody. It was a large class. I would talk to every single person. I may not have remembered their names, but I remember their faces. Every single person, I would talk to them. They would always ask questions. I would try to respond to them. I did enjoy the class, and I'm happy that a lot of them did enjoy the class too. Now I'm teaching online again because I am working on my qualifying exams, so I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of comments like this, because there's this difference. When you're teaching in person, there's this more personal relationship, but when you're teaching online, there isn't really a lot. But that's fine by me. That's fine by me. So yes, so that's what my experience was like with teaching in person, my first in-person class. Yes, thank you for watching this video. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, everything. Don't let me appear to you your dream. Thank you very much. Bye.